Okay, I think it's pretty good.
Oh, look at Egypt rain.
Ruined sky. Okay, so this video is going to be on how to make your coven better than it is.
Better than what you think it is. If you think it needs work, follow these instructions and it will help a lot.
Yes.
So, what are the things you want to do?
Well, this is basically a list of activities that you guys can do together to be more interacted with each other.
Witchy movie night. What we like to do is we gather everyone around in this specific room, and we have this big TV set that you cannot see. It's off to the left, to the right. That would be the right.
Yes.
Over there. And we watch, let's see, what kind of movies do we watch?
The Craft.
The Craft, of course.
Practical Magic, Matilda.
No, we don't watch Matilda.
We just did tonight.
We just, yeah. Yeah.
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Charm series, Secret Circle series.
Anything witchy, or anything that we feel gives us the witchy spirit, puts us in the mood.
Mm-hmm. Hocus Pocus.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Okay, so that would be one thing. You could like make popcorn with it, have a kind of a sleepover kind of theme. Have everybody bring their sleeping bags out into the living room and just have a witchy like fun night. Maybe cast a circle, have some fun.
The more fun you guys have together, the more comfortable you'll be with each other. Mm-hmm. The easier your coven will flow. The better together you guys will feel.
That's why we've been together for so long.
Lots of activities.
Like 3 years, even 4 actually.
That's why we're best friends. We're all best friends. So it's to help you get closer. Mm-hmm. Another one.
Park explorations. Go out on kind of like field trip kind of things, like if you guys have cars or if you guys take the bus, depending on how old you guys are. Go to some local parks and just explore, like go through all the trails they have and have some fun. Maybe bring snacks with you guys, maybe bring some ritual tools and have a ritual out there.
It doesn't even have to be a park, maybe a plain field or a forest. Mm-hmm. Or like a river. A beach.
A beach.
Interesting little places that you guys think you will have your own little fun in. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can find some cool stuff too, like flowers, shells, anything that you might want to use for ritual casting or an altar or something.
Mm-hmm. Another one is meditation circles. Plan out a day where you guys can go out and just go to a forest or a beach or some of these places that you've done park explorations at, sit in a circle and just have a few hours of just sitting and relaxing. Maybe bring some hot tea inside a thermos and just relax and meditate and have a good relaxing time with each other.
We like to do it at night sometimes because we feel more in tune with the energies around us, the goddess, the deities, the elements. Mm-hmm. Also, we like to do it at night because we get more solitude. We're more like secluded from people. Sometimes we do get those people, but it's fun. Oh, we have stories.
Another one would be ritual planning parties. We've had a few of these, and they were quite successful. We also had ritual planning rituals, where we would go out and we'd cast a circle and just sit in the circle and plan big rituals like Sabbat celebrations or a full moon ritual or something that we really needed to do, like help a friend inside the coven. We will plan a ritual for that. We will just sit together, either in a circle or in a room or something like that, and get pens and papers out, get all of our books and materials out of the bookcase that we've shown you, and just work on things. People throwing out ideas here and there. We could do this, we could do that. It's a really fun experience, and it gets everybody involved in making rituals.
Everyone gets to say, everyone gets to voice their opinion on what you want to do. You all feel pretty, what's the word I'm looking for, important.
Mm-hmm. And you can bring tea, like have a tea like kind of thing going on.
Planning a ritual with the entire coven really helps you to understand what you want to do exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's really important.
So that everybody will be on the same page and everybody will be able to like know what's going on when the ritual actually happens. Another one is study circles. we've done these. There's two different kinds of study circles. One of them is actually just where there's a teacher and everybody else is just a learner. They're there to learn. And we also have study circles where we gather in a circle, literally, and we bring all the books on the subject we want to talk about that day, and then we read up on it. Each of us have our own book to read, and we read up on it, and then we after like 10 or 15 minutes we start discussing what we've read and what we've learned, and then we read on for another 10-15 minutes and do it again. We can have specific topics or non-specific topics. We can just have a reading circle where we just read anything we want and then discuss all around in a circle what we've learned, and it helps the coven grow more in a knowledge basis, something.
In knowledge.
Yes,
in general.
grow in knowledge in general.
You got it, man. Wow, I guess there's nothing I really need to say.
I was like, in knowledge. A
good coven has a basic knowledge of a lot of the points in witchcraft, and that's just a really good thing that you need to know together as a coven if you want to practice rituals, spell castings, witchcraft in general. Just studying together so that you guys know in general, you guys know you're on the same topic and you know what's going on. That's just a really good thing to do.
You said in general so many times.
What's my favorite word?
Phrase.
Word.
Coven camping.
Right.
Now, we've done a few camping trips where some of the coven had gone, not the whole coven. It wasn't just, it was where my grandma and grandpa would take like some of my friends out with me, and sometimes it would just be the coven would be the friends that came with me. Not all the coven, because it wasn't like our own camping trip, it was somebody else's, my grandparents. But it would be really nice to like go out, and it doesn't have to be far. It could be, you know, in the forest 5 miles away, secretly, because some forests don't let you do that, but we would do it anyways. And just camp out there, have fun.
It's not like anyone's gonna know.
If you're old enough, bring, you know, some alcohol. Not endorsing to bring like alcohol to get wasted. I mean, like, you know, wines and stuff like that for like a little circle around the fire.
Just so you know, a little bit of wine cleans out the system, so it's okay to have wine with you.
Anyways, sleep out in the stars if it's summertime. If it's wintertime, you know, you're probably going to want a camper or a really, really warm tent. Never a Hillary tent, let me tell you. I was camping a few weeks ago, and it rained, and everything got soaked in this fucking tent, and I was pissed.
What's that called? Something disappointment?
Yeah, Cape Disappointment in Washington.
There's a reason.
There's a reason it's called Cape Disappointment, because it fucking rains the whole time.
So camping is a good way to get in tune with nature, as well as your coven members.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's raining the whole time.
Well,
although we still had fun, actually.
If you like water, you go ahead and you let the rain come down on you.
The only ones of the coven that came was Mary, Star, Ash, and me. And basically the rest of the people that were there basically sat there and smoked, and we all went out and we like went to the beach and we had fun, even though it was pouring rain. We still had a lot of fun. We were cold the whole time, but we had a lot of fun. And then we had to take showers in the sinks. They had bathrooms with sinks and.
Or hey, you can just use a salty lake. Oh wait, lakes aren't salty.
Hold on, let me check the
salty ocean.
I haven't checked the time in so long.
Oh yeah.
9 minutes.
9 minutes long already?
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Well,
okay, Book of Shadows Night.
Wait, did we cover all of it already?
No.
Oh, that's the.
Book of Shadows Night. We've done this a few times. You've actually seen videos where we're actually doing a Book of Shadows Night. We basically gather together as many of the coven members as we can, and only the ones that are initiated, because this is a night that it's just specifically for coven members, because we're dealing with the Book of Shadows, the Coven Book of Shadows, and nobody else is allowed to see it. So, at least specifics inside it. I've shown pictures and, you know, glance through pages, but you're not allowed to let them look inside it. And we just basically have those nights where we just sort of add stuff that we feel should be in the Book of Shadows, you know, have fun, decorate the pages, have tea, coffee, Monster, energy drinks,
We like
Red
to make
Bulls.
sure our BOS magic is still alive in there.
Mm-hmm. The book is always supposed to be ever changing. It's not supposed to be just stay there like that and be like stuck off in a corner. We want it to be lively and vibrant and full of color and
be creative. Yeah. Unless like you're into the more organized and this just like writing. We love imagery. We love beauty. What's the word for beauty? Okay, it doesn't matter. There's a scientific word for it.
Okay, random road trips. We do this so often. This is one of our most often things we do. We just literally get in the car and drive somewhere. Anywhere that we think would be fun to go as a coven.
Sometimes we go to Walmart and just look at everything. Oh, that is so witchy, you know? Just look at all the things that we find seems very witchy, pagan, Wiccan.
Another thing, photo shoots just for fun. Literally, like, everybody gets dressed up in crazy outfits and, like, cool, crazy, awesome things. Whoever has a really nice camera, whoever has the best camera, just go out and just take a bunch of pictures and have fun with it. Post it on your Facebooks. Like, we have a Facebook like page that we, for our coven, and we post them all the time. It's really fun. Like, we just have fun with it.
Or you can put them in your book of shadows.
Yeah, as a, sort of like a scrapbook kind of thing. Another one is making a coven calendar to write down all of your events. Usually you want to plan out big events like sabbats and full moon rituals a year in advance usually. So the coven calendar would be a good idea. You can decorate each month how you want to. We got to go through this a little bit faster. Unplanned rituals, just literally taking sometimes nothing and sometimes just very little, like a few candles or something, to the middle of a park or a forest, and just winging it.
What we do is we meditate, or if like, or we sit there and think, well, what do we want to do? Does anyone have like a certain spell they want to do? Do you want to heal someone? Do you want to solve a problem? Get rid of a blockage? Anything, just anything that you feel like doing at that specific moment.
Sabbat celebrations. Instead of making a Sabbat like a formal ritual, like instead of being so formal about everything, a good way to keep the lively energy and the fun going is to take the Sabbat celebration and make it more of a party. Make it more like Samhain. Say you're doing a Samhain ritual. Do like just before the party starts, have a circle and thank the gods and the goddesses for the things that have passed, and you know, state that you are about to have a party specifically for Samhain, and then just have a party, like cake, candy, a bunch of stuff, strobe lights, you know, invite the coven, invite people that aren't in the coven that are interested in witchcraft or
I will advise,
spiritual.
If you want it to be a little more serious and not just a big woo-hoo-hoo, the bones party, you know, explosions, stay away from too much alcohol, too much wine, and herbs and
drugs.
Herbs. Don't ask.
So, yes, just try to keep the party safe, especially if you are underage. The last one I've got here is coven meetings. Make sure at least once every 2 months or once every month you are gathering the entire coven and getting on the same page with everybody, with the coven's organization, the coven's rituals, how many rituals people have attended to. Just make sure everything is completely organized. You don't want to have anything unorganized. We've had a few times when the coven was so unorganized, it was just unbelievable. Okay, so the last few pointers, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty part of stuff. These are just a few things that you just need in a coven. One of them is good communication. You want to make sure everybody's communicating correctly, or else there will be problems. There will be fighting. You don't want that. I mean, fighting comes with the territory of getting a group of people together that are different. So just make sure everybody's communicating correctly. Trust in everyone. If you don't trust in somebody, and if other people don't trust in that person, they probably aren't right for the coven.
There's going to be some bad energy going on around that coven, so you want to make sure everyone is comfortable with each other, which falls on the next category, but you want to make sure everyone's comfortable with each other and has no problems with each other, that the energy will flow very magically and smoothly, and you won't have any problems, you know, during rituals.
You gotta keep moving. Comfort. Comfort with each other and comfort in the actual space itself. Make sure you're not sending everybody outside for rituals in the cold and wet and rain, because everybody's going to be uncomfortable and not paying attention to the ritual. If it's raining outside, have a ritual inside. If it's sunny and beautiful outside, have a ritual outside. You know, just be smart with that. Have great leadership. Make sure the leader that you choose for your circles has good leadership skills.
Knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing, knows
Exactly.
what they're supposed to do.
The one usually that's a leader is the one with the most knowledge. It's just, it's pretty much simple as that.
Basically, they know how everything should run.
Another one, have a great mix of formality and informality. You don't want to be settled on just one. If you are always informal, people will begin to just fall away. You know, it's not like everything's set up all precise and nice, and people just won't want to stay because there's too much of I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure you know exactly.
Have everything planned out, yet at the same time, have fun with it.
Yes.
Make sure it's not too,
You don't want
get this done, do that, make sure this is there.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too formal also. You want it to be a mix of both. Have it formal with more organized, but at the same time, still have fun with it. And the last one is have even participation. You can't have in a ritual one person doing everything and everybody staring and watching. You want everybody to be a participant in the circle because it brings everybody's energies together. Okay, so that's the end. I really want to cut the video off because it's like a 15-minute video.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay, well, alright. Egypt Rain.
Sky, and this has been Tea with Belwicket. Sip, sip.
All right.